Hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, so good evening. We're going to start Python day 2 classes actually. Okay, so just a quick recap. I mean, in day 1, it's just a quick introduction on top of Python. What is Python and how to install Python? How to run Python codes and all. Okay, Python is just an interpreter. So how to run as of now will be running the Python codes on top of an IDE, that is PyCharm, the JetBrains tool. Okay, over here. And just a quick recap, we have learned on top of data types. There are variety of data types: integer, float, boolean, string, list, tuple, set, dictionary. So today we'll be just, following string. Those three is very simple: integer, float, boolean, and the below five, those are just, collection of arrays. You can say it's array, all the five. Okay, it's the data structure is looking like collection of some objects. Okay, so we'll be learning one by one, and on top of each of this data structure, we have some particular methods, inbuilt functions available over there. Just we'll be learning the same thing, and tomorrow also some more topics on top of some more data structure we'll be learning. So today we'll be covering string, list, and dictionary, and tomorrow at the earliest we will be covering set and tuple and some basic stuffs on top of Python. So 2 or 3 days we'll be covering on top of some basics on Python. I hope if you already out of Python, then you must have this knowledge about it. But whoever is do not having any kind of knowledge on top of Python, they are totally new for Python courses, then that should be helpful for them for quick understanding, and it should be very basic. Okay, but if there is any stuck point, you can definitely ask me the questions. Okay, so integer, float, boolean, this kind of data type we already have an idea. We have covered in last class. Just starting with string. Before that, we can have a quick idea. Okay, what is the first topic for today? F string. Just I want to mention, we have the inbuilt function print to get output of any kind of data. Just like, let me put something in the variable. Suppose a equal 9. Okay, I'm printing a over here. If I just going to test, run it. It's test2, it's fine. Let me run it. Yes, a is 9. That is fine. I can just calculate some more thing over here. Suppose AF equal to A multiplied by 2. Okay, I'm printing F. Okay, A equal 18. F equal 18. That is fine. No issue. Similar kind of stuff you can do for string as well. So for string, we just need to declare the string. First of all, in variable, it should be enclosed by quote, single quote. Okay. Suppose, uh, okay, I can also declare the same thing over here as well. Directly at print, I'm just directly printing some string. Okay. Suppose good evening. Okay. So while declaring anything inside in the print statement, if it is a string 1, then that should be enclosed by single inverted comma, or else we can do this thing in this manner. You can declare this thing inside a variable, and I can just print a. If I just print a, the variable, then I do not have to put single quote, because single quote is been handled by inside the variable declaration. Okay, it is working over here. Now, what is f string? In this thing, there is mentioned f string. Over here, if the, suppose let me just declare something over here. Okay. So if my criteria is just like this, I'll be printing over here some hard-coded value. The answer will be, okay, that should be printed. And the answer of F should be also printed over here. If I just print F, it should not be working because it is inside code. Over here, F is a string. They're not showing F. Or let me put another variable name, not F. Let me put P over here. Okay. If I just put P, I'm printing this kind of hard-coded statement over here. In the same line, I cannot print this value, this variable value P. Okay. So what to do for that thing? For that thing, we need to use F string. F string is being used where we are passing some command as well as some calculation on top of variable. Just like for F string, I need to pass F at the beginning of quotation. That is why it's F string. Over here, we can use curly braces, open and close. Inside that curly brace, we can pass the variable. So inside that entire string, this statement, this particular value inside the curly braces represent there is some variable declared with this, and the value of the variable should be passing over here. Here P is not a string, rather P is a variable whose value is somewhere stored in earlier statement. So F string is being used for using this kind of thing. Okay, if I print it, okay, the answer will be 8. So just to show you, if we just put P over here, it will not work. So the answer will be P, but I want P's value over here, not P as a written statement. Okay, so this kind of thing we will be, just for programming coding purpose, it's very much important. So for printing statement as well, let me show some more thing. Yeah, what we were learning for printing statement, we can put for string it's just like hello. If single quote is fine. We can also put double quote as well. Okay, or even just like, okay, single quote is there, and I'm putting I am Soptic. Okay, I'm closing the quote again over here. So over here you can see this is an apostrophe. It's a string. Okay, but we are creating a open quote and close quote over here. So if we are using single quotation to enclose a particular string, then inside that string we should not use this apostrophe. Okay, how to handle this apostrophe if I run the job? It should be throwing error. So if we are having apostrophe at the middle, we can enclose the entire string by double quote. Okay, so string can be operated either in single quote or either in double quote as well. Or there is another thing we can do. It's also important. We can put a backslash. Okay. Yeah, it's fine as well. Before apostrophe, there will be no issue if we just put a backslash over there. Any doubt till now? If there is any stuck point or anything, you can ask me. Okay. So I found some of the new persons has joined. So maybe this is we are learning Python day 2 classes actually. So it's very basic. We are learning on top of data types and some basics inbuilt functions available in Python, just like print is an inbuilt function in Python. So we'll be learning later user-defined functions and all, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow's classes. But it's totally basic, just to show what are the things in the Python, what are the different data types are there, what are the different inbuilt functions are there, what are the different classes are there. Okay, those are all inbuilt. On based on classes, we have different methods as well. We'll be learning the same thing. Something for today, something tomorrow, and the things will be gradually will be digging dive more deeper way the next classes, and later we'll be showing how Python can be used as a data engineer tool. Okay, Python is a coding language and that can be useful for every aspect of our applications. It's not only for data engineers. Python has lots of applications, but our main motto is how to use Python as a data engineer. Or if you can go through the BI classes, business intelligence classes, 2 or 3 days ago, there we have learned the ETL tool. Okay, ETL tool is being used for data loading from source system to the target to load the meaningless data to meaningful data. Okay, so Python will be using Python as a ETL tool. So maybe when we'll be covering the end classes of Python, maybe next week early, we'll be covering up Python as a ETL tool. Then that thing should be much more interesting. But the basic stuff can be a bit boring to you if it's already known to you, but just to cover for everyone. But if you have any stuck point or anything, you can definitely ask me questions. Okay. So we just learned what is F string. Okay. Some inbuilt function for maths. Those are operated on top of integers and all. Let me quickly show you. Just like abs for absolute, round for round of function. There are trigonometric functions, binary value. Okay. Let me show you one by one. It's very simple actually. Uh, Let me just print absolute A on top of, or let me just declare 4 is a, okay, I'm just putting -4. Okay, and over there I'm just in P it's, okay, not able to control the predicate. Yeah, absolute value of A. Okay, if I just print P over here, so absolute value what is doing, just it's doing the modulus on top of the variable. Okay, it's a mathematics function. It should not be working on top of any string. It's a mathematics inbuilt function that is called absolute. We can do simply just like this way. Just put here, put f value -4. So we can eliminate these stuffs. We can directly do this thing in this manner as well. Okay, absolutely is working in this manner. Then we have round function. So round on top of 2.56 or just like this. Okay, let me print the same. Yeah, it's rounding of the thing and give me, it should be eliminating the decimal point places and rounding it off to 3 and giving me the same output. Okay, so what are the other things? Binary, bin. Let me just define some more things. Suppose 5 or suppose 8. Okay, so I'm doing a binary operation. It's only bin. So those are inbuilt functions, and if we are doing some mathematical operations or anything, we have to know those inbuilt functions that are available in Python. There are lots of things available, but I'm just doing some basic things. As soon as you are also, doing the coding practices and all, you will be learning some more things. Okay, but the experience on how to use that thing or just like this, that you can have a quick fair idea over here. So I'm just trying to check the binary value of 8. So you can see it's 1. Just eliminate the starting 0 and B. It's declaring that this is a binary string format, binary value. That's it. But the binary value is stored over here in this 4 bits 1000. That is the binary number of 8. I'm just putting something more 7. So it should be 3 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trigonometric function. It's a bit tricky. Uh, let let's put over here sine of A. Okay. I mean A is a that should be an angle. Obviously trigonometric function should be working on top of any angle. Okay. So by default it should be radian in value, not degree. So sine 7, it's a radian. So it should be returning some value, of course, but we'll be getting some error. Sine is not defined. Okay. Okay. So how to handle that thing? Because sine, I think sine is also not there. Yeah. So sine is defined in a math module, math class. So sine is not an inbuilt function. I have written it over here, but trigonometric function is not an inbuilt function for this Python interpreter. Okay. So for this Python interpreter, we need to import some class. So I'm just import math module. Okay. And while declaring sine is a function inside the math module. So I'm calling math. Okay. Inside math, now sine should be working over here. Yes. So sine of 7 will be returning this one. I'm not bothered. I'm not sure. What sine 7 will be returning. Even it's not a degree, it's a radian, and this should be the incorrect format. That there is no doubt on that one. But sine is not a inbuilt function, so that's why it's been declared in another module, another class. How to install a particular class or how to import that module as well. What are the prerequisites? We'll be covering this thing maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow when we'll be learning class on top of Python. We'll be learning just a basic example. I'm just giving you. If we want to import some external module or external class, then how to do that thing. Okay. This is the thing I just want to show you. Thing is clear to you? Okay. Hopefully everything is fine. Moving ahead to the next slide. Okay, some built-in more built-in functions, and we have also some methods available. So, what are the difference between functions and methods? Just to show you the thing quickly over here. So, all those examples are working on top of some string value. Okay. Now, let me declare a string quickly over here. I'm just eliminating this import math line. So, inside A, I'm declaring a string hello. Okay. So, in P, I'm just doing an inbuilt function on top of string. So length of variable a, that means length of hello. If I just run this, that should be returning 5. So the length of hello is 5. Okay. So I think it's clear. Now, what is methods? So this is a function and the other things are method. You can see over here methods declaration is a bit different over here. So how method can be declared? On top of string A is a string value. If I do something over here, let me just directly print it. A dot. I'm putting dot over here. On top of the string, whatever thing will be coming over here, those are method. Okay. Methods, I mean, you can see uh, the naming convention in PyCharm, aim is being placed over here. Okay. Just simply let me show you some more example over here. Just like upper. I'm just doing upper. Okay. If I'm just printing on top of that, how should it return? Eliminating this one. Okay. So it's printing hello. In all the things should be in caps. What are the other example? Capitalize. So on A dot capitalize. So just function should be, I mean, the declaration part is a bit different, but there is some also functionality different between methods and function. We'll be elaborating this thing later. It should be day after tomorrow when we'll be learning class. So when learning class, we can see inside the class, we have to declare the methods. And just like in string, even this is a string class. Let me show you. I think we have already showed to you print. If I'm just print the data type of A, okay. So we can see, I'm just commenting out this line. Okay, how to comment out a particular line to be executed in Python? It's hash at the beginning. Okay. In SQL, we have missed that thing. So in SQL also, the command line, we can comment out by double dash or double hyphen. For single line comment out, if we want multiple line comment out, we can just do this thing. It's for SQL. I missed that thing in SQL. That's why I'm just quickly repeating it over here. Just like uh, slash start, then again up closing of the same thing start. So it's for multi-line comment out. Whatever we can line write over here, that should be commenting out, or that should not be executed while running any SQL. So for Python, whatever we are learning for Python, commenting out of a syntax can be done by hash, putting hash at the beginning of the statement. Okay. So just forget about that thing. So I'm just printing the type of A. Okay. Yes, it's a the class string. It's a class string. So inside the class, we have to declare lots of methods. So those methods are this. Now I can say A dot. So those methods are being declared while declaring the class string. Okay. So those are all inbuilt with this Python interpreter. So what we are learning, we have learned upper. Now I'm doing capitalize. If I just print this thing, this is commented out. So the second line should be executed. In the capitalize only, put the upper cases for H only. Hello. Okay. So those are the minimum difference. The structural difference is there obviously, and the particular uh, functionality difference is also there for function. I mean function and method. The things will be more elaborative when we'll be learning classes. So it's a object-oriented programming. So the class is definitely required to learn. So there we can quickly understand what is the difference between functions and methods. But as of now, you can quickly think about what are the basic difference of function and method. This is a function and this is a method. Dot is there in front of dot. That there should be a particular string variable. Okay. Even we can do this thing in this manner as well. Instead of put A, let's put another string. Suppose I can do directly hello. Okay, it should be working over here in this manner as well. So I'm just replacing this string over here instead of doing the variable passing. Okay, so two or three more things I want to mention quickly. Okay, what are the other things? Find and replace. Let me just quickly show you find. Replace is, I mean, the similar kind of stuffs for replace as well. There will be no need to audit on top of that. So a dot find. Okay, PyCharm will be helping me as well. What to pass or find. Let me just show you. Find. So what should be passing? The self thing. Why we are writing self over here? It is also very much important. We'll be learning in the Python. Uh, when we'll be declaring a class, we'll be checking for instantiating and the self keyword over there. So self, it should be present for all the methods. For self, we nothing to declare over here, but the rest of the three parameter, what the things are mandatory, that thing we should be definitely pass over here. Okay. So for find, let me just for there should be some started variable, some end thing. Suppose let me put 3. Let me print the same thing. No. Okay. So find should be returning the index value for each of the character. I passed capital H, it's returning 0th value. So Python for the string, the indexing position for each of the array, any kind of array, it should be starting from 0th. So H is in 0. E should be starting from 1. Okay. L should be starting. It should be L. It will be providing L for the first one. Okay. L should be 2. Let me print O over here. Okay. So find is a method that should be helping us to find the index of each of the alphabet. That's all for find. Replace is replacing a particular keyword or just like this. Okay. So the things are understandable. In string, not only in string, even in list also, we can see the indexing part quickly with more detailing manner when I'll be covering the list portion. So I hope that is understandable. What is method? I just want to show you what is method, what is function over here. Moving ahead to the next topic. Okay, immutability. For string, I just want to show you some more thing. So here it's a string. Okay, I can also show you the string in this manner. A, then square bracket, then I'm passing 0th position. Okay, I'm printing the same thing over here. Sorry. Okay, so I can pass this thing in this manner as well. We can slice the string. Suppose I want to print H E, so or HEL. Okay, so the first okay, there are 3 places defined. I can put some parameter over here. I can put some parameters over here as well. The first parameter is the starting character. Okay, second character, how many characters I want to print. Okay, and this is the interval. I can put anything or I can pass blank value. I can directly print it over here. Okay, I am printing 3 characters, that is HEL. Now the third character, There is a third parameter I want to pass. It's been what is the interval that I'll be printing. Okay, if we do not print anything over here by default, there is no interval. So HELL. So by default it is 1. If I pass 2 over here, we will be losing one thing. So the first 0th position object has been returned over here. Then it should be counting for 3. Then it can find the parameter 2. So interval of 2, I need to print the thing. So that's why I'll be not printing E. So it will be omitting this character over here to be printed, and then this character. So HL. Okay. Just I'm printing out some more thing, then that should be understandable. I'm printing is 7. So if I just print in this manner, so H, this L, this O, then it's eliminating space and T. I can control this thing just like the interval of printing. Okay, this kind of operation is called slicing. So the entire string I'm slicing it and printing it in this manner. Now, related to the topic immutability, what is this thing? So if I just want to update the string, suppose A0 is there. I already showed to you A0 is this, but let me update A0. I'm assigning some value to A0. Suppose it's hello. A0th position is hello, H. Okay, A0 will be returning H, capital of H. I'm just putting capital T. That means we are updating H by T. I'm replacing H by T. If I just print A, so it should be returning TELLO. Okay, let me print it. It is throwing an error because a particular string is not mutable in nature. That is the thing I'm just mentioning it over here, immutability. So some of the data type, it's mutable. We can mutate the data type, the value of this particular variable at the runtime. Some of the variable cannot be updated. Just like in string it's not a mutable one, it's a immutable one. So whatever I have declared for the value of A cannot be modified. On top of A, we can put a function. That is fine. If I put a function, that should be stored in a different variable. Okay. If we are just doing a methods, that thing can be stored in a different variable. We can put the variable or we can directly put print on top of that function. That is fine. But if we want to mutate the same variable, just like over here, the second line I'm trying to mutate age by T for the same value, it's showing me an error because for string object does not support item assignment. Item cannot be assigned at the runtime. Okay, so this is a very much important concept. Now we need to learn which data type is mutable in nature. Data type means data structure. We'll be learning list today. There we can see list is mutable in nature. Okay, so this is the concept of mutability and immutability. Moving at the next topic. Okay, so typecast. Okay, this is the last thing for integer string floating part for today. After that, we'll be starting list and dictionary. So let's quickly cover up typecast. What is typecast? So in Python, we can switch between the data types by using the target data types keyword. Suppose I'm just putting a equal 3. If I print the data type of 3, type of A, okay, it should be obviously class integer. Okay, let me just do one thing, print type Okay, let me just do another line. P equal float A. Okay, I'm just doing this float A. Float is a inbuilt function. So this kind of inbuilt functions are available for transferring one data type to another data type. What happens over here? Okay, I need to pass something. So this is okay, fine. Let me pass it. Okay, over here you can see P is now containing the float data. Let me check what is the value of P. Okay, so it's not 3 anymore, it's 3.0. So something will be modified if we just try to, uh, run in this manner. Even if I just put string, it should be looking like in same manner, but it's not. A is now P is not a particular. Uh, so if I just want to add A plus P, it should be throwing an error. Okay, let me just do A plus P. I am just commenting out this two. I'm just doing something over here. So P is a string, A is a integer. If I run this thing, it should be throwing an error because A is a string and P is a integer. So plus is a arithmetic operator should be working on top of integer or floating kind of data type. So if I just put plus operator, it should be throwing an error. So again, I need to convert P to integer. Only then it can be possible. I'm just doing this thing over here. Converting P again to integer, then it should be working. There will be no error. I haven't printed it over here, printed the output of S, but the plus operation will be working if we are doing on top of two integers only. So this kind of typecast can be possible over here to convert between different data types. So a good example I want to use for every batches. So let me show you. Let me do one exercise and that thing can be interesting as well for the typecast. Okay, so let's okay, let's learn one more inbuilt function to scan data from user at the runtime. So what is the function name? It is input. Okay, input is the inbuilt function. Let me put something. Enter a number. Okay, put some colon space. Okay, so it will be taking a number. Let me put the same number within a variable x. Whatever user will be declared over here, that will be stored in x. Okay, now I need to add the number with, or I need to double the number. Okay, or user will be giving me a number at the output. I'll be doubling the number by multiplied with 2. P equal x cross 2. Let me print only P. Or let me print in this way. The desired output should be. Okay, let me use a f string P. I need to declare it over F at the beginning of code. That's the same F string, whatever we have learned. Okay, let me run this thing. Okay, enter a number. Let me put 8. Okay, just I'm doing an arithmetic operation. Let me do plus over here. Sorry for my bad. So this is possible over here. Give me 1 second. Not double. Okay, I'm not doubling actually. I'm just doing some addition over here. Nothing else. Okay. Just okay. Into function will be working between integer and string over here with a different manner. That's why what cases I want to show you, it's not a fruitful one. I'm doing an addition operator. Okay. So then again 8 and it's throwing an error because why it's throwing an error? Because input function, whatever I'm declaring over here or whatever I'm putting an input, by default it's storing as a string data type. Okay. So X is storing the value as a string data type. So some string I'm adding with 8 again. So it's an arithmetic operator. X is a string, 8 is an integer. I'm doing arithmetic operation, and this arithmetic operation is showing that particular error because string and whatever I have showed to you, it's not good idea. So I need to convert it to integer. Okay. So integer of x plus 8. Now it should be working. Suppose let me put 8. Yeah, 8 plus 8, 16. So now it should be working fine. So this is a quick example of typecast, how to declare or how to convert a type during runtime. Okay, not runtime exactly during the program. This is not so similar kind of stuff. So we'll be learning between. From list to tuple, tuple to set. This kind of exercise is also there. Similar kind of things we'll be learning over there as well. So let's learn list. So it's very much important topic for the data engineers and all. List is very important thing. So let me go to list. How to declare a list? So put any variable L1, anything. So list should be within square bracket. Okay. Now put your collection of objects. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. I can print the thing. Print 1, L1. It should be printing in the same manner. Let me check the data type as well of L1. Okay, so it's the class of this is a list. Okay, so uh, okay, so list cannot be homogeneous material. We can put some boolean value as well. True, some string, toy toy, some floating point as well. Anything. So list object cannot be a single, data type thing. Inside list, we can cover up multiple data types over here. We can declare another list inside that list. Okay. We can put another list in this manner as well. So one of the element of the list is another list. Okay. So this is also feasible over here. Okay. So this is the basics of list. What are the different operations are available? List element, list slicing, mutability. Those things are similar to string. Let me quickly repeat the same thing again. So I'm just eliminating this line. I'm really printing over here, not doing another operation or another line. So L1, okay, printing is there. How to? Next topic is list element. Okay, the same thing, whatever we have done for string. So the first thing is the 0th position, first element, second is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, this way, it will be covering up. So if I just put 0, to 1. So you can do the same thing by list slicing. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. So the same kind of slicing we can do. This is the first alphabet or first object. Then the number of objects I want to print, suppose 8 or 6, or number of interval. By default, it should be always 1. So I'm just putting by default 1 as well. I missed something over here. Yes. So I'm closing the list. Then the bracket of print statement. Yeah. So it will be printing till true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements it has been printed. Okay. Now the slicing we have learned. Element, how to check the element, that is learned. Okay, let's check mutability. So we have done, you are doing this thing in case of string. It was not occurring because string is not a mutable data type. But if I just want to mutate anything, let's mutate the 0th position. Suppose I'm doing, instead of 1, I'm doing A. Okay, let me print L1 again over here. Okay, I can see the first element has been modified from A to A, I mean 1 to A. So it has been replaced of the string. Now I'm returning the string again. You can see the thing has been updated. So list is a mutable data type. It's very, very important. We'll be learning the thing for tuple and the other data type, and we'll be covering something more. What is different between tuple and list? This is the main example. Tuple is also not mutable. So in our practical scenarios, if we are doing something, so based on whatever things or whatever practical scenarios, suppose we want to store some coordinates inside a particular data type. So coordinates cannot be modified actually. So there we need to declare the things inside a tuple. Tuple is a immutable data type. It's similar like list, but the main difference is list is mutable. List, I mean, you can see, I mean, lots of aspects will be showing list in later classes for Python. Mainly when we will be learning data, data engineering part, the pandas and all. Okay, lots of time, I mean, we will be using list, not tuple. And lots of methods also available in list rather than tuple. I'll be coming to tuple later, maybe tomorrow. So let's learn quickly top of list. What are the different operation methods and things? So those are different methods available: append, insert, pop, count, sort. Let me show you one by one. Append. Let me just do append. Okay. L1 dot append. So append is a method. It's working on top of list, and append means it will be appending some extra object inside the list. How to do that? I'm just printing a particular element, suppose 0. Okay. Now, if I just going to print L1, yes, you can see the last element has been appended. So append method is very much powerful. I'm doing on top of L1. I'm not printing the entire stuff. But this statement has, after the execution of the statements, it will update the entire L1. Okay. As L1 is mutable in nature, list is mutable in nature. That's why append is working over here. It is updating the same list. And the new list has been updated with a extra object that is 0. Okay. Okay, insert. What is different between insert and append? Okay, I need to put, okay, insert append, it should be by default putting the particular new element at the end. Insert, it will be inserting the thing for a particular index position as well. Let me put, the first position. Okay, let me put first position, the letter, something should be, okay, 7. You can see a new element has been inserted in my first position. This is 0th, this is first. Instead of 2, a new thing has been implemented, that is 7. So insert is inserting a particular element from my desired location or desired index. Okay. Pop. Pop means popping out. It's simple. Pop, count, and sort. Let me quickly show you. Uh, okay. Pop, it should be working on top of. It is, it should not be working in the same list. It would be on a different one. Let me just print on over here. Okay. So if we just put pop over here, it should be returning the popped element toy. If I just do pop, let me print both the thing to show you. I'm printing L1 dot pop as well as I'm printing L1. This is okay. The first one is returning us. This one is returning us the popped element. Okay. And after the operation, this method operation, it should be returning us. We can get the return value directly at L1. Okay. If I'm just printing L1, then I'm after the popping of the element. So we are doing double pops over here. This is first pop, this is second pops. So two of the pop operation has been covered. So toy and true has been eliminated. So I'm just taking data till 7. Okay. Count. Count will be counting. I'm eliminating this thing. What is this thing? List count is exactly one argument. Let me quickly show you. Okay. Count will be checking a particular. Suppose I want to check how many one is there inside a particular list. So count will be returning that one. So one is only one. One is to 5. Let me quickly check for 2. It should be 1 actually. Yeah, there's some issue printing one. I'll be checking that one. So it will be just checking or count of a particular element. Okay, true by I am assuming true is 1 actually. True is a boolean one, boolean value. So it is, I am assuming, not sure. I'll be checking quickly at my side as well whether it's also taking this thing as 1 because it's a logical 1. Okay, that's why 1 and 1 it's returning 2. Okay, forget 1. Let's try with 2. 2 is present only once time over here. So that's why the frequency is 1. If I just print mode 2 over here, we can get total. How many 2s are there? 4 2 are there. So that's why the count operation is working on top of how many frequency the element is there. That's it. For 1, it's printing 2. I'm assuming this is for true. Let me eliminate true. Print 1 again over here. Okay. Yeah, I was correct at that time. When I'm passing true over here, true is a logical one. So that's why 1 and 2, it's returning 2. Okay. So short, I can short that particular string. It should be throwing an error because in that particular string, okay, let me show you the error first. L1 dot short. I cannot short it because the string consists of integer as well as string format. The list consists of string and list. So either we have to make either string or list. It should be homogeneous in nature if we are just doing short operation on top of string. Okay. Okay, it's printing none because I'm doing the wrong thing again. I have to do the methods over here. It should be sorting it out. Then I can print L1. So as list is mutable in nature, the methods that we are showing over here, you need to work in this way and it will be updating the entire string, I mean entire list itself. After that, we can print only the list. Okay, you can see it's been sorted. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 6, 7. It's sorted in ascending manner. Okay, hope the things are understandable. We have already covered up the session. Just one more topic is left, dictionary. It's also a data structure. Let me quickly show you how to declare a dictionary. Suppose declare a variable D1, put curly braces. Okay, dictionary consists key value pair. Okay, suppose one is the key. The value should be splitted by colon. Okay, and it is a over here. Okay, two is a key. This is first set of element. This is single element for a dictionary. Entire key value pair should be a individual element. Okay, two B. So this is called dictionary. It should be consists of key value pair. Okay, in dictionary this is the specialty. So it's if you learn NoSQL that time at the beginning of the classes, it's one of the example. So let me just show you print D1 how it's printing as well as the data type, whether it's fine or not. Okay, yeah, it's printing in the same manner. Data type, right. Yeah, it's dictionary, dict. Okay, now two or three more important things while declaring the dictionary. This is key and value pair. Key cannot be mutable in nature. Okay, key, so we can update key to a particular boolean, particular float, no issue, but we cannot put this thing as a list. Okay, but we can update value as a list. So key can be any data type that should be immutable in nature. Key cannot be modified, but value is a modifiable one. So we can use any particular data type, whether it's mutable or immutable in nature. It's very much important. Suppose one, we can update this thing in a anything 5, 6. So the first value I'm just printing in this manner. Okay, so one is the first element, one key with This key, this is the value. So just a simple concept. The key cannot be uh, muted in nature. Key is immutable all the time, and value can be muted, cannot be muted. I mean, value can be muted in nature. Okay, it's mutable. Okay, so some more topics. Just I will take 1 or 2 more minutes. Just like list string, we are calling the elements by its index, but for dictionary, there is no index concept. Rather, we have key value. So key should be working as the index. So whatever things I want to print, I just have to call by their index by this manner, the key. So I'm printing D1 1. Okay, let me print it. Okay, so just like for a string or for a list, we are doing 0th position, the index. Over here, we'll be calling the values by the key. That is why the difference, main difference is this. If we just put 2, we can get the value B. Okay, so this is the main difference between dictionary and list. As of now, those are the all things that we have learned today. So tomorrow will be learned the rest of the data types, that is tuple and set, some operation on top of that one, and some basic things on top of Python coding language will be learning, just like conditional things, for loops, UDF, that is user defined functions and all. Okay. So let's connect tomorrow with more details. Is there any doubt to anyone till now? Anything for today? Nothing? Okay. So let's connect tomorrow.
No,
Yeah, hello. Yeah, tell me, Shaumya.
I don't have any doubts. Thank you.
Okay, okay, fine. Thanks. Okay, then. Thanks, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.